Big Z Reviews.
Argylle is the newest film from director Matthew Vaughn, and it's also the most recent Red Notice, or is also known as the streamer spy thriller that they spent way too much money on, having a massive A-list crew of actors and not enough money on writing a good story, and there's a bunch of plot twists and a bunch of mediocre action and a bunch of spy shenanigans that ultimately lead to really nothing, and it is kind of a mediocre film. And yeah, it's just not very good.
Oh my god, you're Ellie friggin' Conway.
Author of the Argylle series, Ellie Conway!
I am such a fan.
Oh yeah? What is it you do?
Espionage.
Would you sign my book?
Here we go. I love this book.
There's a lot of weird stuff around this movie where, like, they're trying to be meta, where, like, they're the writer, Jason Fuchs, like, they did this, and Matthew Vaughn, they did this movie, they sold this movie, and then they said they wanted to do this whole thing that, like, it's actually, like, if a debut author's book that they bought the rights to, and also in the movie, it's the main character, Bryce Dallas Howard, is an author that wrote the books, but she's predicting the real things, and that she's like Sam Rockwell tries to get her to help him blow the horn on the evil spy organization run by Bryan Cranston. And the Agent Argylle in the film is played by Henry Cavill, and like when she's like Henry Cavill, Sam Rockwell keep like switching in and out when she sees him, like he's having a weird vision, and it's just stupid. And I like Bryce Dallas Howard, but I'm going to spoil the film, so be forewarned. But the whole thing is like there's so many different plot twists, and like there's a plot twist on the plot twists, and it's like, who cares? But at a certain point, Bryce Dallas Howard, she looks like a real woman. She's a little bit older, she's a little chubby, she's had multiple kids, and this character in that is like, essentially she's like a cat lady. Like, she just stays home and writes her novels. But like so for the past 5 years, the whole thing is that Bryan Cranston isn't actually her dad, and she's actually been like brainwashed her, and she was the agent Kyle, and that all the stories she wrote with Henry Cavill as Argylle was actually stuff that she did. But then there's also another twist that maybe she was bad, and that there's just like, it's so many twists on twists. But the thing is, when the movie really falls apart is when, again, Bryce Dallas Howard, even in the story, she is a woman that has been doing no physical activity for the past 5 years, and like the climax of the film calls on her to like be the secret agent. And it's just so unbelievable. Like, you have, a chubby older woman, like, doing like superhero level stuff. And especially, there's this scene, I don't know how to explain it, but essentially, they're on this ship that for some reason has a bunch of oil on it, and they're firing guns at the pipes full of oil, and all the oil flows out and covers the floor of this giant warehouse space. Bryce Dallas Howard, he says, "So wait, was I really an ice skater? And that was my ice skater?" Like, "Yeah, you were." I'm like, "Oh!" And she stabs 2 knives into the bottom of her boots, and then she starts ice skating on the oil that's spread on top of a metal ship floor. and she's literally doing ice skating around all the bad guys and murdering all of them. And like they can't shoot weapons at her because they're worried that the oil will go up in flames. But then like at the end, they literally fire guns to kill the last couple bad guys. And it's like, and I know Matthew Vaughn kind of loves the crazy, like some crazy scenes, but this one is just, it's so unbelievable. Like I kept, like earlier on, like when she's writing, she's like, no, that's too cliche and that's too stupid. I wouldn't do that. Like I kept waiting for it to be another twist where like this is her writing a novel about having written a novel about being a secret agent. Like I thought there was going to be another level of bullshit, and there wasn't. Like they Matthew Vaughn expects you to watch her ice skating on an oil slick with like knives in her boots. That's not how physics works. Like it's so, like it's the most unbelievable thing I've maybe ever seen in film. Like I don't know how like you were supposed to believe it's real. Like it breaks your immersion so much. Like I said, this has to be like another level, and like I expected it like to be a hard cut in the film, and like the writer to go, no, this is too unbelievable. I need to do some other scene, or like, and they don't, and then it's just a like the other stuff is just a mediocre action film. Like, but then like some of the stuff like with her and Sam Rockwell is kind of interesting, with like the whole CGI cat in her backpack, but like as a whole, it's just a mediocre spy film that they spent way too much money on, with insane climax that breaks the movie. I give it like a 4 out of 10, 5 out of 10. I wouldn't recommend it, but thanks for watching. If you want to see more of me, you can subscribe down below. Thanks.